ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Stafford. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Touchdown! Trey McBride, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 24, Brady. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it again with Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Cardinals hit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook up the gut. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Fedarian Mathis bringing him down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Deebo Samuel, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Brady going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it was. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
To throw, it's Brady. Then finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they send a man in motion right. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stafford now to throw.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
On play action, now Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Stafford. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Stafford. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Stafford. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down. Trots out the field goal unit. And this one is right through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Cook following the penalty. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 2nd and 1. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, 38 yards. And the Cards continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Cardinals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This fielded right at the goal line.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taylor now to return it. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Cards, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage.